don't wanna break the rules, we don't wanna skip the line, and we don't even wanna fight. That's how we feel. We can't help loving us.
What's up, everybody? This is DJ Envy. No, I'm just playing.
I was like, wait, hold on.
What you say? What's going on?
Not DJ
Not the whole
Envy.
Charlamagne and
cadence.
Angela Yee. We on the Breakfast Club. Okay. No, but what's up and welcome back to episode 2 of the Loving Us Limited Series podcast. And today we're going to be getting into love and ghosting because we done all been there and this shit ain't fun. This episode was really, really fun to do because it was just a lot going on in general. So you have the episode where we are dealing with being ghosted in our own way by 3 different men. And this whole episode kind of spawned from, like I said, just the personal experience of it. I've ghosted people, unfortunately. I've been ghosted. I know.
Shocker.
And just kind of wanted to dive into that from a gay POV, if you will. So, Cody.
Yes.
Have you ever confronted someone about ghosting you? Because within this episode, you go out of your way to confront the guy that ghosted you, and I think within good reason.
Yes, exactly. Well, I don't think I've ever pursued someone who was like I wouldn't do what Drew did. Let's just say that. Like, I wouldn't go after and be like, set up some fake account so you can meet the person. I wouldn't do that. But so I'm really trying to think. I think the most I would do is like as I was saying before, even when it comes to pursuit and people giving you their phone number and stuff and then not responding to it. Like, sometimes I do like to say okay, well, would you give me your number for? Like, I do that, but then I'm just like, that's also opening the more door to be further feeling like you've been ghosted because they still might not respond to it.
Very true.
So I've learned to just kind of just let it go. Like, if the car's on the line, we don't text, leave me alone. But what I will do is if you
but what you will know.
Well, what you will know, let's say forever, you give me your number, and then you don't respond or whatever, and then you come out the blue 2 months, 2 weeks later, and you just yo, what's up? This the boy from the club, or this who are you?
Which is a nice segue to the next question was have you ever spun the block on somebody that ghosted you? And when I say spun the block, I mean let's say he ghosted you in November. February, you have a change of heart and okay, let's do some things. Let's try.
I mean, I think I definitely have done that before. I feel like sometimes the universe, I guess it just depends on if I remember, if I remember who you were, we had a good time, you're attractive, come on, let's be honest. So it's and if the moment comes and I just happen to be in a space where I welcome this energy, I'm open to it. But I feel like I am going to give you a hard time about it, though. You're going to know that you about to no, this is not okay behavior. I'm giving you a second try, but just know I'm gonna drag it out. We're gonna go out. I'm oh yeah, remember that time you ghosted? Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. We on the swamp, the swans at Echo Park Lake. Remember that time you ghosted me? Yes. You're gonna know about it until I'm tired of it, basically.
I respect that, though. That gives somebody room to grow.
Yeah.
And so I'm a firm believer at this age, now that I have more maturity and experience, everybody, you got to allow people room to grow the same way people got to allow you room to grow. And just because you did me one way at one time doesn't mean that that's the entire synopsis of who you are. This episode was also interesting because we had to truly fucking pivot during filming because you got sick during filming.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And so the episode ended up being a little bit different. It was heavier on the 3 of us going through this together before we had to pivot. So that was it was fun trying to figure it the fuck on out.
Yes.
And the second half of the episode was filmed 2 weeks later when you were better.
Yes.
So
tried to take me out. Kobe tried to take us out.
Kovisha came through and took Kodisha out.
Wow.
So just a little fun fact for the viewers.
It took a while,
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
So speaking on that, so what has been your most toxic experience with ghosting, Mr. J?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, take a
You better
sip.
take a
Let's all
sip.
take a sip. Mm-hmm. That's the tea right here.
And it's hot. So I ghosted somebody in real time. It wasn't even a through the phone kind of thing. It was literally in their face.
How does that work?
I was what?
What?
How you ghost somebody? Bitch, was you not there?
Okay, Casper.
I'm about to say, did y'all say that? What the hell?
So y'all know how when we was younger and we used to have things like BGC?
What's that?
Black Gay Chat?
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah. Met this dude on there. And it's his fault because the motherfucker catfished me.
Oh.
The photo that I was talking to, it was not who showed up at my gate. And so he calls me. He's like, I'm downstairs. I'm like, okay, cool. I come downstairs. And the way my apartment was set up, like, you come along this long pathway from the back where the door is, and then you have like a raw iron fence or whatever, and I have to come in and open it for you kind of thing. This is before motherfuckers get buzzed in.
I'm about to say.
Okay?
The raw iron.
It's
It's the raw iron fence for me.
Listen,
the raw iron fence.
The raw iron fence.
Game of Thrones.
There was a speckle of mist in the air. No. So I get to the gate, and the closer I get, I'm like, this can't be him. And I finally get to the gate, and he's like, yo, what's up? I'm like, are you here for James? Like, you can't be here for me, my nigga. And to call somebody ugly is an extreme.
But what was like the
Unique looking.
But
He
what was the
unique?
What was the difference? Like, it wasn't a picture of him, or was like a picture of him from some time ago?
No. This was a completely different person.
Oh, wait a minute.
The
Now.
photo was a light skinned guy, and I don't have a preference when it comes to like complexion or anything, but he was darker and unkept.
Was it winter?
What? When? Why does that matter?
You know how you get a little light skin, a little lighter in the winter.
No,
Get out of here.
It was like it was spring summer,
Spring,
So
okay.
it's
Spring summer.
and he was like, "Yeah, I'm here for James," and I was like, oh, "Okay, cool." And I can think really quick on my feet sometimes, and so I was like, "Okay, bet." I was like, "Damn, actually, I left my dog out. Let me go put him up." He was like, "Okay, cool." I went upstairs. I locked the main door. I locked my door. And I turned my phone off, and I just sat on my bed, and I never came back.
That is so. I'm high too. Like that.
I
Toxic.
felt like shit for doing that
Toxic.
because I could have been up from him like, bro, it's not gonna work out. Like,
Yeah.
my preference and what you're delivering is not. See, I don't have soft delivery sometimes. And so I hold back on words to spare people their feelings.
I'm sorry, soft delivery was not needed in that moment. If you send me a picture of someone that you are not, you can get this hard delivery ASAP. Like direct blunt boot. Like, oh no, I don't know who that was on the phone, but it was very nice.
Baby.
It's not gonna work for me.
No.
Have a good night. Have
So,
a good
yeah,
night.
That was me ghosting in real time.
Okay. And being toxic.
Okay, so you gotta be upfront, direct. Okay, so a question for you: do you think ghosting's all the same or it's different?
No. So like very much like what I said, that was what I refer to as ghosting in real time. Like there are no barriers between this ghosting. It's like in your face.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of my face kind of ghosting. Then you have that slow release ghosting where they don't ghost you all at once, but communication just starts to break the fuck down over a given amount of time. Then you have blatant ghosting. So like what you said, you hit me up at a club last night. The next day I'm texting you and it's like, I don't know who I got this number from, but it wasn't you. So there are definitely different forms of ghosting. I guess you can define those by the kind that you've had. So I'm sure somebody else would have a completely different set of types of ghosting they've experienced than me. But yeah, it's not ever just general. People are very specific and pointed with their ghosting.
That's real. I definitely went out last night and somebody just like hollered at me, got my Instagram, and they hit me up this morning. And now I'm debating, should I ghost them or I don't know.
Why would you ghost
Why
them,
would you?
though?
Why?
I don't know, cause I was drunk.
And it's not giving what you thought it gave.
I woke up like, oh, who this?
Oh.
So are you not attracted to him, or you don't remember the conversation?
I don't remember shit. I was drunk.
So is it worth exploring?
I'm gonna say no.
Oh damn.
So are you gonna unfollow him? Or did y'all didn't follow?
I don't think we follow each other.
Oh, that was just a means of communication. The DMs.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I woke up just like, oh damn.
Yeah.
I was wilding last night. I had fun then.
Do you remember if you pursued or did he pursue?
Oh, he liked my outfit. He was like, yo, what's up? And
See,
just
the
got my
outfit
Instagram.
should
Yeah,
work.
the outfit shit does work, I guess.
Niggas, gay
For
niggas
some
love
of
being
y'all.
complimented, so that is the right way into their heart. Start with that.
Gosh, please.
Is it not true?
I mean, you're right.
Are we
but-
not all?
I mean, you're right, Bane, in our own ways. Yes, I get it. But
But that being said, you coming at me like that, it's kind of like respect. Like you get like a certain amount of respect from me, like, that you feel bold enough to even be like, yo, I like you. Like
feel
your
that.
outfit. Let me get your number. I'm like, okay.
you can have my Instagram, but you can't have my number.
Definitely Instagram. You're not getting my
See,
number.
it's a whole nother conversation.
Strategies. So in the show, Devin gets ghosted by he goes out with somebody. Well, they were out at the club the episode before. He goes home with somebody and wakes up to his car being gone.
Nah, no. Yo. Oh, I swear to God. Oh,
fucking serious right now? Are you fucking serious? Yo, nigga, I let you fuck and you steal my car? Yo, I can't believe this nigga just did this. Are you fucking serious? Oh my God, yo. On everything I fucking love, I'm gonna beat that nigga's ass.
I've never experienced that. I don't even know where I would start on the spectrum of like how psychotic to be. But how would Antoine handle a situation like that?
Man, first of all, that was a dumbass, cause
Period.
Like, my nigga.
I just want to go get us some coffee. Like, what? Here by car keys.
In my car?
like not the gave somebody your keys. Antoine, I don't even. That's nerve wracking to think about that. Because first of all, Antoine ain't that damn dumb. I think that the tracker, I would call the police.
Okay.
I think I probably would be mad enough to actually want to fight.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm not a fighter, but I think I would be pissed enough to actually want to like
Ass is
this.
getting
Like,
whooped.
beat your ass.
Like
Yes.
for sure, like hands down. I definitely have my friends with me.
Because I panic when I come out, my car is towed.
Oh,
Like, you know that feeling like your
Yeah.
heart just like sinks
Sinks.
to your feet?
Yep.
And it's like, wait a minute. I know I parked here.
I mean,
I know I hit the button twice on my way because black people, you know, we got to hit the button a few times.
multiple times, yes. Multiple times.
And so why the fuck is my car not in the spot that I left it in? So for you to know who did it,
Yeah. Hands will be laid.
and can you imagine had something like that happen to you in real life and you came out and saw them in the process of doing it?
Hands are being laid. Immediately. I don't know, but I feel like that would also just be like a shocker. Like you seeing someone like literally just like, like he really just like, he about to just take my
And
car.
then you naturally delay because you can't believe the motherfucker has the audacity.
yeah.
Right,
Think about it, like, wait,
Like,
it's
there's
just
a
like, wait,
delay in
is
reaction.
this-
Like,
is this really happening
No.
right now?
no.
that's my reaction in the show. Like that's probably
That was.
Yeah, it
You
was
paced
perfect.
back and forth to that. That was so fun watching you do that because there was so many variations of the fallout.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, let me try it this way. And the fucking fighting like you was on Boys in the Hood, my nigga, like Cuba Gooding Jr. And that when who was it that died? No, it wasn't nobody died. He got pulled over and the police were fucking with him. And so he comes back to tell Lawrence Fishburne about it, and he's crying and he's emotional. He starts fighting the air like the cops there. That was brilliant. I loved it.
So also on the show, so I guess like going back to the show, so Antoine, like in your experience with dating, has anyone ever stolen from you or
That you know of.
right?
that I know of.
Not that you
Shout out
know.
Nick
of.
Speed.
That I know of. Stolen. My heart. I don't know. Like nah.
Corny.
Nah, I think Corny. Listen, I ain't get a chance to respond, but Corny jokes work. Nah, nobody ever stole shit from me.
Okay.
I can't even. Nah. At least like you said, like that. I
You didn't
know
even
of.
put out that energy that you could. To
Absolutely
some shit
not.
for me.
Like nah.
Yeah.
You know, I had like a crazy situation with stealing before with dates. It wasn't okay. So I had a roommate, and he invited someone over when I was at work. And he went to actually go get like a blunt to roll like some weed in, and he left the guy in our house. So
Unattended.
you said what?
Unattended.
Unattended in our house. So he comes back and there's things missing, but there's things missing from my room. So I feel like he noticed something was missing in his room, and he just like looked all around the house just to make sure. And all my my weed system was missing, a pair of jeans,
An entire system.
Damn.
pair of jeans. I'm like, how long were you at the store where this man had the opportunity to take my weed system? You know, the little tennis
Yes.
joint. We had that, and then like also like my jeans. What else was there? There was just like random stuff that this person stole.
When you start some people's clothes, like you must be hard out.
And you know, the thing about it was, it wasn't even my date. Like it was someone else's date. Like that is bizarre to me.
How did you address your roommate?
Well, we're
hands.
it was it was kind of a hard and tough conversation. You know, I do not like conflict, but sometimes you got to have those tough conversations. So it was just like he expressed it to me before I got home, which was great because like if I would have came home and then had to experience that before me,
Yeah.
like not knowing, but. I don't even remember what my reaction was. I just remember I was just like pissed, and he was like, "Well, I can pay for it again."
I was gonna say check should have been cut.
Yes, he was like, I could pay for it again, but it was just some variables in the equation. But
Okay.
we end up, working through it. But there was I think there was some stubbornness to me where I was like not talking to him for a while because it's just like, how stupid could you be?
Honestly.
Like that was dumb.
And then at my expense, it's one thing to be stupid on your own, but you're living with me.
I still kind of gag to this day, and I miss that weed system.
So I don't even know anything more hurtful than somebody stealing something of yours and taking it with them. I know you said your heart. That's the ultimate fuck up. Like you steal my heart and run off with it. Like
Joking.
I'd rather you take my car. What is the most hurtful thing someone has done to you in relation to being ghosted? Because like I said, we all have different ways of ghosting people. And so like, what's the most fucked up thing somebody did in an attempt to ghost you?
I can't think of anything in my adulthood, to be honest.
Okay.
I think I'm pretty direct and pretty upfront. And if somebody does ghost after us having like a good time, I'll probably hit them up, or I'll see their ass in person. I can actually go as far as back in elementary school.
shit.
And I realized this moment actually kind of fucked me up a little bit, especially comes relation with black women. When I was a kid, I'll never forget this. I had this crush on this girl, and she knew it. I let her know, and then one day, she was like, "Look, Antoine, you're not boyfriend material." Yo, I gagged, and I realized that, and it was a pattern with black girls at the time too. Like girlfriends, Valentine's Day, stop, give my Valentine's Day card, they'll accept it, they'll break up with me, all these different things. And I was like, damn, that's like the first thing I thought about in terms of being hurtful.
Yeah.
And how it impacted me as an adult.
Long term. Yeah. Not necessarily similar, but a situation with a girl. I was in 7th grade, and this wasn't even ghosting. She liked the fact that I could sing, and so she called me one day after school, just like, sing something for me. And I was super into Drew Hill at the time, and so I sang some Drew Hill song for her. And she had her best friend on like, it was a 3-way call. Best friend was on there, and they, of course, are like giving me all the fucking praise, like, oh, James, da da da. And the next day in school, we're coming from music class, and we're in the hallway, transitioning back to homeroom. She breaks up with me, and she was like, "Yeah, that's why I had your dumb ass on the phone last night singing to me."
It's not funny, sorry.
And I'm like standing there. I'm so fucking embarrassed. And the worst thing you can do to me or any Virgo is embarrass them. And I lashed out at her, and I said some very hurtful things, mostly pertaining to the fact that she was slightly pudgy.
Pudgy?
And
Look, chunky.
she sweat a lot. So she was a cute girl, like, don't get me wrong. She sweat a lot, and you could always see the sweat stains on her shirts. And so I think I said something like, bitch, you and them funky ass underarms kind of thing, like, just disrespectful type
Dragging
shit.
her.
However, you started it. Like, you could just broke up with me on the phone. Like, why did you do that?
Yeah.
You had me sing for you? Like, what?
Not her being wet and pudgy.
Wet and pudgy, and had the nerve to try to embarrass me. And then, of
Wet and
course,
pudgy.
at the time, because girls can read when a guy is gay, so then she throws that in, and she's like, "With your gay ass," now that I'm like, "Oh God, here we go with this shit again." That always like I've probably been called gay since kindergarten, at least by
Facts.
one or more person.
They knew it before I knew.
Yeah.
Niggas knew I was gay before I knew I was gay.
That's funny you just said that. I feel like girls definitely be
Yes.
knowing. They be knowing. They be
It's an
like,
attack point.
yeah, and they be ready to use it. Like, ready.
On
like,
ready.
like,
So don't get mad when I call you a musty bitch. Okay?
Wet? You must
Because we could have kept this civil and private.
Listen.
so speaking back on ghosting, do you feel like it's permissible at times, or do you feel like, you should always just like man up and be like, this isn't working out?
It's crazy. I had this. I put a tweet out, asking that question. Actually, like something similar. I think it is at certain times. Like I was like, I'm actually okay with ghosting, but I think there's certain levels to it. So if we have been committed to each other for a while, and we've talked a lot, and we just communicated, I think there you should have a conversation. Like, why are you ghosting? Like, I think you should be upfront. Like, it's not working out. Especially if we set that up. The intention was there from the get go.
Yeah.
Now back to me saying like the guy I met last night at the outside the club. I don't owe him nothing. We have no connection.
Yeah.
And also I don't feel the need to be the bad guy and say, stop hitting me up. Like we don't have any kind of rapport yet. So because like, why?
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. I don't owe him anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I just feel like when you're dating or getting or being social, exchange information with someone, I just think there's just a common courtesy to just tell someone like, yo, this isn't going to work out. I'm not interested.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, so I don't think ghosting is permissible. Like because like everyone's doing their own thing. We're getting to know each other. Like, and I always approach it from this lens. Like if I'm getting to know someone, I'm texting someone, at any moment in the time they can wake up and just have a change of heart. So I have to be okay with the fact that I might not hear from them again. So I think of it from that lens. So I'm like, if something isn't working out, I'm like, yo, it was nice getting to know you. It's been great. I saw you last night. I was drunk. Like, like just giving them some like that common courtesy, because I feel like now this person is thinking and running away with their thoughts. But I mean, I know that's not them problem.
No,
but,
I agree. I mean, a courtesy would be nice, but you don't always get a courtesy in life.
oh gosh.
And it's that just, but the only thing, or anybody anything, but I will say this: like, at what point does someone need to get the hint, right?
Yeah.
That.
Because like it gets to a point where someone's constantly harassing you, or especially when that wasn't even set up in the get go. We just hung out and went to get happy hour. Like,
Yeah.
it's like why do I have to be the bad person and say, yo, leave me the fuck alone? Because eventually we'll get to that point.
Yeah.
That's fair. Okay, I agree with that.
Well, child, I'm glad nobody ever got their shit stolen.
Well,
Because I don't know if we would all be sitting here today if that had happened.
Chill.
And I feel like the takeaway from this is just like you said, communication is key.
mm-hmm.
And I would like for my reputation to say that I'm always communicative, but the reality of it is I'm not. Like sometimes you don't know what to say. Or like in a situation with me and Antoine, we're just talking about like somebody who is like overly pursuing you.
Yeah.
And you've shown signs of like, I'm not interested. And so I think it might be permissible then. But overall, like I don't want to be at this grown ass age ghosting motherfuckers.
Yeah, exactly.
And I certainly don't want to be ghosted either. Like at this point, if you are breaking up with me, like I'm in a relationship, if we're stopping this, we need a full-blown conversation on like what was the breakdown of us. And if you choose to go on, that's fine. I can't stop that. But I think you at least owe me a conversation. Yeah. I'm old at this point. Like I hear what you're saying, but like,
Yes.
nigga. Hello? So yeah. Okay. Well, thank y'all for sharing your ghosting stories.
Love and ghosting.
And cheers to growing the fuck up and not doing that shit.
Yes, all right.
Okay.